Hi everyone. Good afternoon from Hamburg. My name is Munirah. We're going to do a nice and easy beginner's flow today. I want us to really feel our body. It's going to focus a bit more on opening up the center of our heart space, opening up the collarbones, um, and to kind of just feel the flow of what it's like to be in the body. So when you're ready, meet me on your mat. You won't need any props, but maybe a blanket could be nice. Okay? So coming down to the yoga mat or whatever kind of, flooring you have, maybe it's a carpet, whatever it is. We're going to begin in child's pose. And I mentioned having this blanket. You can use the blanket to place it underneath your knees, underneath your ankles. Good. So coming down towards the ground. Your knees can be together or your knees can be as wide as the mat. You get to choose how you want this pose to feel in your body. You can start to reach the hands up towards the top of your mat, starting to invite in this sensation of grounding through the fingertips, so feeling the fingers resting on the ground on your mat. Then feeling this nice line of energy from your fingertips all the way towards your armpit. Super nice stretch in the arms. Feeling the sides of your waist as well, expanding here as you breathe in and out. Maybe starting to feel as well the lower back, feeling nice and supported. So let's just arrive into our yoga practice. Maybe it's the first time you have practiced in a long time. So maybe setting an intention for what you would like to receive from this practice. Breathing in and out. Let's take one more deep breath. Inhale. Maybe this time open your mouth side out. Feeling your shoulders relax as you do so. But gently bring your palms underneath your shoulders or alongside your face. We're slowly going to roll up through the spine, slowly coming up nice and easy. Beautiful. From here, we're going to interlace the hands behind us, bringing the palms together, reaching the fingertips down towards the floor. Start to feel this nice stretch alongside the front of your shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping the back of the neck nice and easy, nice and long. Good. From here, we take an inhale, maybe looking up towards the sky. As you exhale, we're coming into our child's pose, resting our forehead down towards the ground as we slowly lift up the hips and lifting up the hands towards the sky or towards the front of the room. Exhale, slowly come back into the seated posture where you bring your hands down towards the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades together, looking up if it feels good, or keeping the direction of your gaze forward. Exhale, flowing, so dropping your belly down towards your thigh, coming onto the forehead, then lifting your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly lifting yourself up once more. Option to continue doing that for another 2 rounds, or this time you come up towards your knees, then reaching the hands down towards the floor as you squeeze your thighs towards each other, sending your belly forward, looking up if it feels nice. And then exhale, same thing, coming down slowly towards the floor, forehead on the ground, squeeze the shoulder blades. Last one, inhale, rising up. You get to choose if you want to come into this modified camel pose or on the ground. Good. Exhale, slowly coming down towards the floor. Last one, reaching the hands up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release the palms alongside your face. Gently press up into your tabletop position. So again, you have this blanket. You can start to place it underneath your knees if that feels comfortable. If you want to support your knees a bit more. From here, spread your fingers wide. Push into your fingertips. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Lifting the tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, push the floor away, rounding through the spine. 2 more times like that. Inhale, gaze forward, keep the back of the neck long. Imagine the pencil between your shoulder blades. You're squeezing this pencil. Exhale, round through the spine, tailbone down towards the floor. Maybe look at the space between your knees. Good, last one. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Nice. Gently send your hips back into your child's pose. This time, bring your toes together, your knees together. Rest your belly on your thighs. Reach your hands behind you towards your feet. Rest the forehead down towards the ground. So coming into this nice small ball. Or I like to think of us as coming into a seed-like position. Breathing in here. Breathing out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, palms alongside your face, gently pressing yourself up, tabletop position. Let's come into our first modified plank pose. So knees on the ground, spread your fingers wide. Let's take an inhale here, shoulders over the wrists. Take an inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, just nicely, gently drop yourself down towards the floor. Good. Send your legs back behind you. Engage your legs so the knees are lifted off the ground. Inhale, start to gently lift up the upper body. You can maybe lift off your hands as well. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Exhale, coming down. 2 more times. Inhale, lifting yourself up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Remember the pencil in between your shoulders. Squeeze that pencil. Maybe this time you reach your hands towards your feet. Exhale, coming down. Last one. Remember, legs are super strong. Kneecaps lifted off. Lifting up the upper body. Squeezing all your muscles here. Really feeling your fingers as you squeeze your shoulder blades. Keep the back of the neck long. Last 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. Wonderful. Palms underneath the shoulders. Start to push yourself up. Back into your tabletop position. Let's do a nice spinal twist here. So we wanted to open up the front of our chest. We're going to bring the left palm underneath the face. The right palm sweeps up towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, thread the needle, bringing the right palm in between your left knee and your left palm, reaching over towards the side of the room as you rest your right shoulder down towards the floor. Your left hand can reach for the top of your yoga mat, or you can reach behind you over towards your right hip, or maybe even the inner right thigh. Maybe close your eyes here, start to feel this nice stretch. Wherever you decide to be, whichever pose you're in, breathe into it. Breathing in and out. Maybe smiling as you feel your forehead resting down towards the ground and noticing that you're very much alive in this moment, in this space and time. Last deep breath. Inhale, feeling your lower back expand. Open your mouth, exhale. Good. If you had your hand behind you, slowly release that left palm alongside your face. Gently press your left palm into the ground. Just lift yourself up. You're going to sweep your right hand up towards the sky. Feel a nice spinal stretch. Good. Exhale. Right hand comes down towards the ground. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Right palm underneath the face. Left palm sweeps up towards the sky. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Can you slide your palm all the way over towards the right side of the room. Your left side of the head rests down towards the ground. Right hand can reach forward towards the top of your mat, or start to reach behind you over towards your left hip, maybe even towards the left inner thigh. Breathe here, inhale. Maybe you start to notice one side feels tighter than the other. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Final breath. Feeling your lower back expanding as much as you can. Exhale, coming back. Releasing your hand from behind you alongside your face. Gently press your right palm into the ground as you sweep your left hand up towards the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, palms come down. From here, reaching your hands forward, we're going to open up the front of our body. Reach your hands forward. You're going to slowly drop the belly down towards the ground. Your forearms can also start to come down towards the floor. Rest your forehead down here. We're in this pose called puppy pose or melting heart pose. So as you can imagine with melting heart, you want to think of your heart space reaching down towards the ground as you squeeze the space between your shoulder blades. With your hands, you can have your palms on the ground, forearms on the ground, or if you want to add a little bit more because perhaps you're more flexible, you can start to straighten up your arms. So now the forearms are not on the ground anymore. Your elbows are lifted off. So choose what feels good for your body. Your elbows can be off the ground or your elbows can rest on them. The invitation here is to feel this softening through your heart as your heart starts to melt down towards the ground, squeezing your shoulder blades at the back of the body. Notice if you're still holding on to any tension in the belly, and allow the belly to equally hang as soft as the chest. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Feeling into the sides of your waist, expanding left to right when you breathe in. Feeling your heart space melt down towards the ground as you breathe out. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 last one. Inhale, deepest breath you've taken today. Letting it go. Deepest exhale you've done today. Wonderful. Wherever you are, let's gently bring the palms alongside the face. Start to push yourself up into your nice tabletop position. Feeling super strong in the upper body. Feeling super open in your chest. Walk your palms just slightly forward. We're going to shift the whole body forward now. Coming down one nice straight line towards the floor. Start to feel your arms getting super strong here. Once you're down towards the ground, engage your legs. Feeling strong in the legs and your toes towards the back of the room. Inhale, lifting up the upper body. Squeeze that pencil in between your shoulders. Your hands can reach forward this time, or your hands can reach back. Keep the back of the neck long as you exhale. Come down towards the floor. Let's flow 2 more times. Inhale, lifting up. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift your kneecaps off. Notice your calves are super strong here. Exhale down. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Last 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Let it go. Let's create a platform with our fingers, our palms. Place the palms underneath the forehead. Rest your forehead here. You can slide your left knee alongside your body. You can also look over towards the left side. Breathe in, breathe out. So whenever I'm in this pose, I really start to become aware of my chest, of my heart beating. Do you notice that as well? Notice the aliveness of your body in this moment. Taking one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's switch over to the other side. So left leg straightens out behind you. Start to look over towards the right side. And you're going to slide your right knee alongside your yoga mat. Relax the shoulders. This time focusing on how your belly presses against the mat when you inhale. And then feel that softening of the body over the mat as you exhale. Allow your legs to relax. No more tension in the muscle in this pose. Let's take one more breath. Breathing in. Open your mouth, exhale. Wonderful. Slowly release your leg back behind you. We're going to roll over to rest on our back. So if you had a blanket like me, you can bring that blanket underneath your head or underneath your neck if you need a bit more support. I like to roll it up just a little bit halfway so I can rest my neck on it. Keep your knees bent. You're going to start to see whether you can kind of graze the back of your heel. I actually just making sure that your knee and your ankle is in a nice straight line so that you have this foundation when we can start to lift the hips up. So we're coming into our bridge pose here. Palms can be on the ground, palms facing down. You want to think of squeezing the inner thighs and then gently lifting the hips up towards the sky. Inner thighs scissoring towards each other. You can stay here taking a deep breath in. Pressing the feet into the ground, lifting your hips a little bit higher as you exhale. Slowly rolling down through the spine, coming back down towards the ground. We'll do that one more time. In the second round, you can choose to do the same thing as before, or maybe this time as you lift yourself up, you're going to slide your hands underneath you, interlace the fingers, and see whether you can slide the upper arms underneath your body. So really lifting up the body. So whenever you're ready, coming into your pose, coming into the variation of the pose that you prefer to do today. Squeezing the shoulder blades wherever you are, pressing the feet into the ground as you lift your hips up a little bit higher, gazing at the sky, or maybe closing your eyes and really feeling the strength of your body in this pose. Taking one more deep breath, inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Release the palms if you had them underneath you. All of us, we're going to slide down, roll down through the spine, resting your hips down towards the ground. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale. We're going to straighten that left leg down towards the bottom of the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. You can grab your shin or grab the back of your thigh. Maybe rotate through the ankle, inviting some movement through the legs. Good. Stay here if this is enough for you. Or maybe we come into a half happy baby. Sliding your elbow onto the inside of your right thigh while your hand starts to reach for the outside of the right foot. And you want to kind of pull the thigh down towards the ground. opening up the back of the hamstring. Your left hand can reach out towards the left side of the room. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe closing your eyes. Taking one last breath here. Beautiful. With control, can you slowly release your right leg down towards the bottom of your mat? Maybe stay there first. Bring your left hand alongside your body. Allowing the body to be back in this neutral position. And let's start to do the left side now. Gently bring your left knee into your chest. Again, you can choose to grab the shin or grab the back of the thigh. Gently guiding that knee into your chest. Rotate through your left ankle, creating some circles, some movement. Someone once said to me, motion is lotion, and that's really important. We need to move our joints. This is really important for the body. Okay, so option one, stay here, just breathe. Option two, start to grab for the outside of your foot. Come into your half happy baby pose, keeping the back nice and long. Your right hand maybe resting on the belly if that feels intuitive to you, or maybe opening it up towards the side of the room. Breathe here. Maybe close your eyes and notice what it's like to be in your body in this moment. What do you feel? What senses are around you? What can you smell? What can you hear? Taking one more deep breath, your deepest breath you've taken today. And take your deepest exhale. Nice. With control, releasing your left foot down towards the mat. You can open up your arms left to right and just feel your body resting down. Take in, inhale and exhale. Good. Just breathing in. Breathing out. All right, let's invite a spinal twist. Your arms open up wide left to right. You're going to bend your knees, feet flat on the ground. From here, you're going to lift up the hips as we did before in our bridge pose. Shift your hips over towards the left and drop it there. From here, keep your shoulders glued on the floor as you bring your knees over towards the right side of the room. Your knees can stack over each other. Option one, stay here. Option two, for those of you a little bit more used to practicing yoga, you can straighten your right leg down towards the mat and then keep that left knee, bring that left knee closer towards you. Maybe use your right hand and gently pull that knee in. Again, this is quite an intense stretch. This option is an intense stretch. So feel free to keep just the knees stacked over each other. Just opening up the arms wide, looking up towards the sky, or look over towards your left hand. In this pose, in this spinal twist, you want to feel a nice massage-like sensation in the front of your belly. And at the same time, feeling this nice twist, nice rotation of the muscles along the spine. Relax your fingers. Relax the knees. Make any final adjustments to get a little bit more comfortable in this pose. If you feel comfortable, maybe closing your eye and bring your awareness to the grounding sensation of the shoulders resting on the floor. Let's focus on taking 3 mindful breaths here. And my invitation for you is, as you inhale, taking a deep breath in, feeling your belly expand, take a pause before you exhale. The pause can be 1 second or 2 second long. Then once you exhale, do another pause. And then inhaling. Continuing the cycle, breathe in, pause, breathe out, pause. Take one more breath. Beautiful. Slowly release your legs back to center. So bringing your left foot down towards the ground, right foot down towards the ground. And you kind of need to shift your hips back towards center. Nice. Resting your whole spine on the ground. Your arms can keep, opening up left to right. Just noticing here what has changed on the left side of the body, the left side of the waist. And then noticing again, what can you hear around you? What can you sense around you? What is it like to be you in this moment? Awesome. Slowly starting to make our way over to the other side. You're going to lift your hips up, shift them to the right this time, drop it over to the right, and then knees drop over to the left. And again, you can make those adjustments with your legs. You can keep them stacked on top of each other. I love this restorative way of just keeping the legs stacked over each other, but I understand some of us might need a little bit more sensation. So you can straighten that left leg down and keep your right knee closer towards your chest. You can use your left hand, grab that knee. Important is to keep both shoulders grounded down onto the floor, so that this spinal twist is not happening from the lower back, which is the most sensitive area of our spine, but rather happening from the center of our heart, which is the most stiff area of the spine, because this is where it needs to protect our heart and our lungs. Most important things, right, to keep us alive. So feel that sensation of this stretch happening in the front and the center of your heart space. And then that spinal twist that's happening, this nice massage taking place in the front of your belly. You can look up towards the sky or look over towards your right hand. And then maybe closing your eyes here. Make any adjustments that help you feel 10% more comfortable. Feeling your shoulders soften down towards the ground. All the energy activation and the muscles release, especially through the fingers, through the toes. Can you bring your awareness to the movements of your belly? How does it shift whenever you breathe in? What happens when you breathe out? Begin practicing that sacred pause between your inhale and your exhale. Let's take 2 more rounds of breathing. Maybe this time you pause for a bit longer. And in this state of pause, I want you to notice the heart beating. Notice that even whenever we're in a state of stillness, there is something happening in the body. The heart is still beating to keep us alive. When you're done with your final exhale, we're slowly coming back to center, releasing your right foot down towards the ground, followed by your left. Option to just keep the knees bent here, or maybe you start to straighten your legs out. We're going to start to make our way into our final resting pose into Shavasana. You can bring your feet as wide as the yoga mat or as wide as whatever you are lying on. Palms can be alongside the body, palms facing up or palms facing down. You can choose to stay in the Shavasana pose, or maybe start to make your way up into a comfortable seat, into a meditation seat. So you get to choose options for your practice and how you want to practice today. Wherever you are, we're going to be in silence for a bit, taking a deep breath in and exhale. All right, slowly start to deepen your breath. Gently wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. If you're on the floor, you can reach your arms overhead. Give yourself a nice big stretch. In fact, if you're sitting upright, you can also do that. Maybe it feels good to stretch. Maybe to look up towards the sky. Maybe opening the mouth, maybe yawn. If you're on the ground, slowly bring your knees into your chest, hug your knees in, rock side to side. And then rolling over towards the right side of your body, resting on the right side. Take an inhale. Exhale. And gently using your left palm to press you up into a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed so your awareness remains in your body. Nice. Once you're seated upright, bring your palms together, rub your palms, feel the heat from your hands. Once your palms are heated, rest them over your eyes. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently press your palms into the eyes, resting your hands on your head. Relax the shoulders. When you feel ready, bring your hands over to your heart, that beating heart we felt earlier. Connecting once more with this life force that keeps us alive. You take an inhale, sitting up nice and tall. As we exhale, we gently bow forward, bowing to honor ourselves, to honor our body, to honor our breath. And let's say thank you to our heart for keeping us alive every single day without fail. Thank you. When you feel ready, we'll slowly roll up through the spine. Start to slowly blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm so grateful that I get to share my practice and my love of yoga with all of you. I hope to see you again.